Hey everybody, welcome back to another Tech Time with Mr. Nguyen. Today, I am going to be showing you how to do a basic 3D CAD house. Just a really basic one, alright? So let's get to it. By watching this video, hopefully you can learn some techniques and some tips and tricks that I have as I am going through my 3D model, okay? So here I am in my project, my newly created project right here. First things first, the house. I'm going to create the body of the house by grabbing a box, and I'm going to be putting it right here. I'm going to rotate it, check out what it looks like. Now I want to click on this square right here, and then I'm going to change this into 50 millimeters by 50 millimeters, and then I also want this to be a little bit higher. Let's make it also 50, so that way we have a, oh, that's a little too tall, I don't like that. So let's change this to 40. That looks a little more reasonable. Okay, so here's my house so far. Pretty nice, right? Who wants to live in here? Of course, it doesn't have a roof, so I need to add in the roof next. So we're gonna grab this shape that's called the roof right here. This roof is pretty small. I'm going to click on this. Let's try 50 millimeters by 50 millimeters to see what that looks like. Okay, so let's see. Right now this roof is pretty flat on the work plane. We need to move it up. So I'm going to be looking in the front right here to see the right angle. We're going to click on this cylinder looking thing, and then we're going to move it in place. So right now it looks like it's pretty much kind of like on top, right? So if I move it down, it looks like it's pretty much on top, right? So let's check the top to see if it's actually a line on top. So at the top right here, see that? There's a little bit of a misalignment right there. So I want to scoot this over just a little bit. There you go. That looks perfect. Wow. There goes my house with a nice roof. Now this roof is not as tall as I would like it to be, so I'm going to click on this and make this, let's change this into a 20 millimeter roof. That looks a little bit better. So the whole point of Tinkercad and designing 3D CAD is that you got to make sure that you're consistent. What that means is that you don't have any shapes or odd edges sticking out. So notice that I'm looking around my house in all different perspective right here. It looks pretty aligned with each other, but let's say for example if you're looking from this perspective like this, and then you happen to be it happened to be misaligned, like for example like this. Okay, from this perspective it might look fine, it looks like it's on top, but if you change the perspective, it's really misaligned, right? So you gotta check all your perspective. And if you happen to make a mistake, all you need to do is hit Control Z, which is to undo, or Command Z to undo, or you can click on this arrow right here to undo. Undo, redo, undo, redo. Pretty cool, right? Okay. Now, what else are we missing this really simple house of ours? This humble house. Well, we're missing the door, so let's add a door. So I'm gonna grab another box right here. I'm gonna change the color of this box into maybe, what's my favorite door color? Let's change it orange-ish. And then I'm just gonna move it in here. Okay. There you have it. That's the door. All right. And then I'm gonna put my house number on here by grabbing text right here. And the text in the inspector, you can change this into anything you like. So I'm going to put in house number 253 for this area code. And then I need to basically flip this text so that way it's going to stand on here. So right now, even though I move it up and I put it in here, it's not going to be the way I want it to be. So that's an issue. I'm going to shrink it just a little bit. And by the way, if you hold down Shift and you click on this right here to make it bigger or smaller, this text is gonna go according to the scale. That means that it's not gonna be, not one side is not gonna be all wobbly. So if I don't hold down Shift, I'm letting go of Shift right now, and I shrink it, I can make it look really weird like that, and that's not what I want. But if I hold down Shift, when I shrink it, both the width and the height is going to shrink proportionately with each other. Okay. So let's rotate this. Which way should we rotate? Do we rotate it this way? Nope, that doesn't seem like it's the right way to do it. Do we rotate it this way? Nope, that doesn't seem right either. So I'm going to try to change the perspective to see if I can find the right one. Oh, let's see. I see an arrow right here. So we rotate the perspective. Now this arrow didn't show up in the other perspective because we couldn't see it. It wasn't at the right angle. So we grab this and then we rotate it. Again, I can hold down Shift to rotate it. And then there you go. I got it. And then I'm going to put it in here, my house number. And you know what? I'm going to be the super cool kid, the super cool guy on the block. And I'm going to basically engrave my house number onto my house. So with this 253 number right here, instead of it being a solid, I'm going to click on Ho. So it's going to be transparent looking, as you can see. It's very transparent. And I'm basically going to cut out 253 onto my house. So I click on the body of my house, hold down Shift, click on the 253. Notice that it says two shapes, and then I'm going to group them. And boom, there you go. I got a 253. Ta-da! This is my house. You guys like it? Pretty cool, right? Awesome. Well, if you're designing a house on your own, you can add trees. You can add a backyard or front yard. You can add some landscaping to your environment and make it really, really awesome. Share your link with me in the comment below, or share a screenshot of your project, of your house, to see what you've designed and what you've came up with, okay? That's all for today on Tech Time with Mr. Nguyen. I'll catch you guys next time. See you later.